Good afternoon, I'm Sid with T1G. Today we're going to be covering the fundamentals of shooting the carbine. Well, any good fundamentals, we want to start with a base. And our base for shooting the carbine is going to start at the feet. And you'll notice here Rob has a good wide base. He's got his feet at least shoulder width apart. If we can get them further than shoulder width apart, that's even better. All right, so Rob has a good solid stance here. Also, his foot has dropped back, so his shooting side or his strong side foot has dropped back, and his support side or his left side foot is forward here. All right, moving up through his stance, we want to get shoulders over knees, knees over feet. So you see as Rob moves into his good shooting platform, the pivot points of his shoulder, they are balanced over top of his knees. His knees have a slight bend in them, and that puts his kneecap over top of the balls of his feet. That shifts all of his weight forward onto the balls of his feet, and that's a good platform. That's where we want to be shooting this gun from. The gun has a tendency to want to recoil back, so we want to kind of fight that a little bit by putting our butt behind it. We want to get some weight behind it. All right. Now, when we are setting a grip on the gun, we're going to bring that gun up. Rob is basically going to use a pistol grip. The fundamentals of shooting don't change. If we're shooting a pistol, a shotgun, a rifle, they don't really change. And here you can see Rob has a good shooting platform for a pistol platform. All he's going to do is he's going to take that same hand and move it forward up onto the handguard. He's rotated his wrist out. He has locked that wrist out, pointing his thumb towards the bad guy. Now we use a high thumb grip here, or a C-clamp grip on the gun. You'll notice that his hand is up above the center line of bore of the gun. The center line of bore of the gun is where the bullet will be traveling down the barrel. So if we can get a grip above center line of bore, that's going to help us manage recoil. It's going to mitigate the recoil, and that's what Rob has done here. With his firing hand on the primary firing control, he's actually going to establish a high grip, just like he would with his pistol. His hand is high on the back strap of the gun. His index finger is outside the trigger guard at this time because he's not on target. His three fingers are married together, and they are high up underneath the trigger guard of the gun. Now he's brought the stock of the weapon into his shoulder pocket. Now he's going to bring that in what we call a hunt position. He's not going to be just walking around looking through the sights of the gun. He wants to be in a hunt position. So you'll notice that he has the stock down just a little bit. The toe or the bottom of the stock is in the pocket right in his shoulder there, so he can see over top of his gun. He's got a good field of view of what's going on around him. If he sees a threat or he's given a command of threat, all he has to do is snap into the gun. You'll notice that the stock of the gun doesn't really move that much. It just pivots right into that pocket, and he's ready to engage the threat. So this is a good forward and aggressive platform to work on, and it gives him a good fundamental to shoot the carbine with. If you guys have any questions or comments, leave them in the comment section below. We'll be glad to get back to you. Thanks a lot.